Hey everybody, my name is Nelson, I'm the Living Card Gamer, and today we are taking a look at the top 5 most challenging modular sets for Marvel Champions. Alrighty, before we get into it, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, it really helps me put out more Living Card Gamer content. So this analysis is derived from a survey that we put out where people would rank the different modular sets on a challenge rating of 1 to 10. So that survey had over 150 responses. It's still open and it will continue to be open. If you want to contribute to it, the link is below. So please go ahead and go in there, rank them. We're adding new modular sets as they come out, and so it's going to be a living document. So we wanted to take a look at those results, break them down. There's also a summary below, so if you want to go in and kind of see a spreadsheet of all of that, the summary includes number of boost icons, side schemes, different minions, so it kind of helps you build a modular set around what you're looking to do in your next challenge. There's also a summary below from a BGG kind of generated data, and that's an awesome spreadsheet right there, so go ahead and take a look at that if that interests you whatsoever. One more thing that we wanted to talk about before we dive in is that the difficulty of these modular sets can be completely different based on the villain or hero combination, so kind of keep that in mind as we go through this data. Alrighty, so the user voted 5th most challenging modular set is the Acronauts from the Once and Future Kang scenario expansion. So this set contains 5 nasty minions like Sir Rastin, who comes in with guard and retaliate and a ton of hit points that you have to get through, or others that come in and require you to discard an ally or a support that you control. So they're just nasty when they come through. Tie that into 2 side schemes that will take all of those cards and put them back into the deck, and 2 treacheries that discard cards from the top of the deck until you get one of those nasty minions, and then you put it into play. So if you're playing against this modular set, you're going to be facing off against some tough minions, and good luck. In 4th place, we have the Infinity Gauntlet from the Mad Titan Shadow campaign. So this is a really interesting modular set where you get the Infinity Gauntlet as well as the 6 stones that activate and do different things while the villain is attacking or scheming against you. So this can be attached to any villain. The gauntlet starts out in play, gives that villain a +1 scheme and a +1 attack, and so it's already making it more difficult. And then after every single activation, you resolve the stones that are in front of you, or you add a stone from the set-aside deck with all the stones in them in front of the villain. And so it can get nasty. These stones kind of do anything and everything in the game, from confusing or stunning or putting minions into play, or just awful things, more threat on the scheme. So really, whenever you're playing against this, you need to make sure that you have a counter to pretty much every single aspect of the game, because this one's going to make it a lot harder. A really interesting thing that Get Up in Game has put out as kind of a custom way to play is whenever you're playing against the Infinity Gauntlet, if you want to, you can add in the Cosmic Entity cards, which are the 4 cards that you shuffle into the encounter deck, and when then they get revealed, something special happens. And these cards are very not good. It makes it very hard to justify playing these cards based off their cost. So add them in as kind of a pseudo modular set, and it makes it a lot of fun because the Cosmic Entities are intervening whenever that Infinity Gauntlet is in play. I really like this modular set. I like it because it changes the villains. It can be attached to any villain and just ups that difficulty just a little bit. Alrighty, in 3rd place, we have the Doomsday Chair from the core box. It is really cool that we are still seeing modular sets from the core box making this list. And I have a love-hate relationship with this modular set. I love it because of how interesting and unique it is, and I hate it because of how difficult it is. So this is all kind of built around MODOK, who is a minion with 2 retaliate. His stat line is 2/2 and he has 8 hit points. So he is not easy to kill, and he's pinging you back every single time that you hit him. There are 2 side schemes that put MODOK into play, and so if you draw MODOK as a boost card, you're not actually safe because those side schemes are going to go and put him back into play. And then they have upgrades that are going to heal him as he gets defeated, and it just gets nasty. One of my favorite memories about this MODOK, or the Doomsday Chair modular set, is when we played against it in the Solo Champions League. So if you have not checked out the Solo Champions League, go and do it. It's an awesome community that's set up to make it a little bit of a competitive game, and they put out interesting and unique and fun challenges to compete in each week. But the Solo Champions League had a set where we had to take on Red Skull with this modular set, and Red Skull puts all of his side schemes in a separate deck and you reveal them, and so MODOK is coming out into coming into play so frequently, and it's just really hard to churn through them. And that was a fun and dreadful experience to play this Doomsday Chair with Red Skull. So if you're really looking for a challenge, that's a fun one. Alrighty, so our second hardest modular set is the Wrecking Crew from the Hood Scenario Pack. So similar to the Wrecking Crew Scenario Pack, this has the 4 minions: Wrecker, Bulldozer, Piledriver, and Thunderball. So these are tough minions that have villainous and horrible things that happen to you as if they are attacking you. The side schemes and treacheries really make this a tough modular set to include, where they're bumping up the elite minions there, which all of these are, and just make it so tough to take in. Because this one's kind of new, I haven't had a huge chance to play against it that often, but it is one that's really going to make it tough if you throw it into your encounter deck. And then finally, the hardest modular set currently in the game is Kree Fanatic, which is a print and play available on the FFG website. This one is absolutely brutal. So it's all built around Ronin. So if the villain was not enough for you, you can play with the minion Ronin, who has a 3/3 and then 3 scheme, 3 attack, and then 9 hit points per player stat line. And if you're playing multiplayer, you want the tank to take him, that's not going to happen, because he has a text that he will engage the player with the fewest remaining hit points. And so just because you aren't engaged with Ronin right now does not mean you won't be engaged with him next turn. And so he's coming after the weak ones, and he will absolutely decimate him if you cannot figure out how to take care of him. He has some nasty treacheries like the Accused that give everyone a +1 attack against your hero, and then like a You Dare Oppose Me, which pulls out all of the tough Kree Fanatic cards to put them into play. And so it's, oh man, it's a tough one. So if you really want to, take on and have a super hard modular set, this is the one for you. Again, I'll put the link below, but it is a print and play set from the FFG website. So man, it's tough. I need to do a stream at some point taking on the Kree Fanatic. That'd be fun. So there it is. Those are the hardest modular sets so far. What are your thoughts? So leave a comment, fill out that survey, and let's gather some data on what these modular sets can do and what we're most interested in. Like, are there weird combinations? So some of these are kind of crazy. So like the Doomsday Chair mixed with Red Skull. So that's a tough one. What other combinations have you found that are really tough? Let us know. Anyways, we will see you next time. Thank you and happy gaming.